It is the evening of April 25th, 1942, and once again the Japanese Navy seems focused on pressuring Milne Bay. Scouts report a carrier battle group, potentially the same group we saw a few days ago, approaching the port. This time, however, USS Thresher is not within striking range, and Task Force 17 is still too weak to engage what could be a heavily defended target. Milne Bay and her pilots are no strangers to a challenge, though. Meanwhile, HMS Renown is only 2 days away from being back in action. However, British command has ordered her to return to England. It is not known if she will return to the Pacific. The British have pledged another battleship, but it is also not known which one or when it will arrive. Allied Naval Command has also discussed the need for a strategy change. A focus on getting a second fleet carrier to the theater has been made the top priority to fulfill this change. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another War on the Sea episode here inside the Pacific Theater mod. Today, leading off pretty much like we did the last time, we have supply coming to Tarawa to further our invasion here. We're up to 2,000 troops and almost 5,000 supply. Not doing too bad. We're whittling the island down. The big thing is this, though. We have another 10-ship convoy moving at medium speed, heavy cruiser, light cruiser. But it does have air coverage. Could be that carrier battle group from last time. Could be something completely different. I am not sure. Either way, we are going to get our 3 Kitty Hawks and our 3 Bowfighters up. And they are going to go after this target. Unfortunately, like I said, they do have this air coverage, and that could prove quite difficult. We still have our 40 command points. We're going to be holding on to those. I think we need a second carrier, and that's what we're going to do. Wasp is busy over here, and it has left us very vulnerable down here near Milne Bay and Port Moresby. So we are going to save up for a second carrier and get it moving from Midway. We also need to continue building our convoy fleets and get them moving supply and engineering and fuel and stuff like that to Wake and eventually to Tarawa. I want to get this up to a level 3 port so we have, I think the mod will let me dock ships here for repair, and then I think they spawn out of Midway. At least that's what one of you guys has said in the comments. Also, that same guy, VF, I did check, the Adelaide does not have sonar, so good call. It does have depth charges, right? Or maybe not. Did I really not think this through? No, it does have depth charges, 30 depth charges. She does have 30 depth charges, but no sonar, so good call. We will definitely be getting a destroyer of some sort. I have really been enjoying, I like the look of these little E-classes, and this should have sonar. So we'll get a destroyer for Task Force 7 once they return to Midway. That way they have adequate protection from subs. With all that said, let's get a move on. Alright, well, their air coverage flew away. It does look like, according to the report, still no carrier. Task Force 17 is moving in just in case. And some rough sea state, overcast on the weather. Let's take a look. There they are. It is kind of dark. You know, this is only 6:30. It's kind of weird that it gets dark so early, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead. We're going to drop our Bowfighters to the deck, and we're going to have our Kitty Hawks circle. They're going to also drop to about 980. And we're going to kind of just hold here for the moment and pick out some targets. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. Got destroyers in front, heavy cruiser. We do have some merchant vessels. they're pretty spread out, and these merchant vessels are actually not very well defended. What is in the back? A little destroyer. Alright, so ships 10, 2, 9, 7, 3, and 8 are all not very well defended. So we are going to make a pass on them. Let's go ship 10 first, and we are going to manually take our bow fighters and go for ship 1. We're going to torpedo the heavy cruiser. That is the plan. I'm going to have them hit ship 10 first, and then we'll turn for ship 2 and then ship 9. See if we get any fires started. We already lost a bow fighter. That is not what we wanted. Okay, there they go. Let's go ahead. We're going to reform them and go for ship 2. We are going to torpedoes down. I clicked it and they didn't drop, so I think I dropped too late, and we're gonna go ahead and go for ship 9 with our last bow fighter and hit ship 7 with the Kitty Hawks. There we go, explosions, fires. And yes, both torpedoes were late. That is my fault. Let's go ahead and form back up. We are going to make our turn. We lose our bow fighter, so we are down to just the Kitty Hawks. We're going to go after ship 3 and ship 8 this time. And depending on how fast this guy's moving, that torpedo might hit this ship. We will see. Let's see if our Kitty Hawks can get in and out of here. I don't know why this Kitty Hawk broke off. They were all supposed to go for ship 3. Whoops. Form them back up, and now let's all hit ship 8 real quick. Let's try and catch them all on fire. We do lose a Kitty Hawk. Hope to cause some good fires here. That torpedo will run just in front. This Kitty Hawk is probably getting lit up right now. Down to 2. We're definitely going to make another pass at these guys. Let's just see how well they burn up. Ship 7, magazine explosion. That will pretty much spell her fate. She will go down. Should go down, I should say. Okay, there she goes. I was gonna say, I guess there's always a chance. It's very, very doubtful, but never say never, I suppose. Ship 10 is not looking good. Ship 9 and ship 3. The only one we didn't get on fire is ship 8, but the rest are burning up pretty good. So let's take our time here, let them burn up, and then we'll strike one more time with our 2 Kitty Hawks. Alright, they are all still burning, which is a good sign. Went ahead and moved the Kitty Hawks up farther this way. Let's take a look. Ship 3, that is a heavy, heavy list. Ship 9. Looks like she could be taking on some water. Yeah, definitely taking on some water. And ship 10, I believe. Ship 10 looks the best out of all of them, but these guys burn up really, really well. We've seen a couple of them. So I think she's going to just continue to burn. There we go. Report is in. Ship 3 is going down to the bottom. And that leaves us with just 2 left burning. Gonna let them finish burning before we come back in for a strike. Alright, I've decided ship 8 is pretty alone out here. We're going to go ahead and line up for a strike. of ship 8. Go ahead and get this one on fire while we wait for the other two to continue burning, ships 10 and 9. Oh, and ship 2 is also... I missed that one. Okay, so we'll also hit ship 2, it seems. Ship 8 first. They're both pretty much sitting ducks out here. If our Kitty Hawks can get a couple of good hits, do pretty good. There we go. But we do lose one. Let's go ahead. We're going to use our Kitty Hawks as much as we can. Just go ahead. Make your run. And we lose our last one. We did start another fire. No fire on this one. Alright, unfortunately, I guess they all managed to put out their fires, including this one. I was pretty certain this one was going to go down. It did not look good at all. This one as well, but all fires are extinguished. We have nothing left. Let's go ahead and check out this report. We got 2 ships down, 2 command points, 6,000 tons, and we managed to get minor damage on ship 8. Heavy, moderate flooding on ship 9. Heavy, minor flooding on ship 10. So we at least got 2 ships down. Hopefully we can still... We can't launch for another 10 minutes. Or 5 minutes. We do have our Beauforts. Let's get them up in the air. Even though it's going to be dark, they shouldn't land until I tell them to. So let's see if we can pick these guys back up. They haven't landed at Milne Bay, and we haven't picked them up on radar, so maybe they turned away. And just like that, Task Force 77 has the run-in with some enemy aircraft. Here we are, morning. This should be fairly easy. These are pretty boring battles, honestly. They spawned kind of close, though. But yeah, they're already breaking away because of the Wildcats. This is our largest task force ship-wise. We actually have 9 ships in this one, including our hero vessel from, episode 5, Java. It has been a while since we've seen Java. She is here. We have Encounter. I believe this is one of those E-classes. Does have sonar. Java has neither. But Java has decent guns. Air battle is not going too well. We have not shot anything down still, which is surprising. It's because our Wildcats are not going full speed. They're being outran by a bunch of bombers. Let's get them moving top speed. 1 shot down. 2. Here we go. Now we're starting to get some of them. Look at this guy. There's number 3. Wildcats dropping on this one. And we have another squadron. These big fellas. Another aircraft down. Some Wildcats are already breaking for these guys. I'm gonna have him turn and wait. We'll say these IJN pilots do a pretty good job of evading. There we go. And number 5 is still up. They are all down. Now we may all go for the rest. We have more. A bunch of Jakes spawn as well. This is the entire Tarawa airfield. It has to be. We still have time. We're losing a couple of Wildcats. We've lost 3 of our 11. Awesome. There we go. We do lose about half of our air wing here, which is not good, but we lose 5 aircraft. That brings us down to just 6. No damage on our ships, but 23 aircraft shot down for them. That should be their entire air wing. We should be good to go. And an encounter with Milne Bay. Oh boy. Here is the carrier. Task Force 17 is here to intercept just in case. Let's get our Kitty Hawk up. Let's get our Beauforts up. And let's go take a look. Task Force 17 might spawn. Let's get them a little closer. Alright, Task Force 17 did spawn. They should be well out of range. Oh, I saw the Kitty Hawk getting shot at. There they are. Kitty Hawk is directly over the task force here. Let's get you out of here. Already smoking. That's awesome. Alright, let's take a look. So we got destroyer, light cruiser, merchant, one heavy cruiser, and a carrier. Alright. Well, I think that makes my job fairly easy. Let's go hit this heavy cruiser, and then we will assess if this is a target we can go after. We've somehow already identified this as a Nagara. I don't know who's targeting that. Oh, do they have planes on us? Oh, they do. Well, we need to target ship 4. And we're just going to have to deal with those planes back here. I'm not even... They're not torpedoes, are they? No, high altitude bombers. That's okay. Salt Lake City, let's get moving full speed. Gotta check out these Beauforts. We are all over the place. And let's turn towards ship 4 here. This is not a good angle at all. Kitty Hawk drawing some of the fire as it goes in on the carrier. Let's see, there she is. And the Kitty Hawk does not make it. Alright, let's turn on this guy. Not very fast. Should just drop torpedoes about there. It's a very sharp angle. Salt Lake City does get hit by bombs, of course. Let's take a look at the damage. She is okay. Torpedo hit. Two torpedo hits. Beautiful. That's just what we wanted. And we are going to turn, attack run this heavy cruiser. If we knock this out, I trust the rest of our task force can probably handle some light cruisers and a couple of destroyers. We have to knock out this heavy cruiser though. At the very least, she will be hindered. Beaufort's moving in. Guns do okay. Let's go ahead. We're just going to go after everything. Go after ship 1. We'll go after a destroyer or one of the light cruisers next. Eat some damage. Go after this destroyer. We're looking okay there. And down goes the Beaufort. Alright, we can just barely make out some targets to 30 degrees. Let's go go ahead. We're going to slightly adjust right and continue trying to chase these guys down. Alright, well, the enemy can see us. They are firing star shells over our position. We have yet to pick any of them up on radar. We are closing in. And we actually just got hit. This is ridiculous. How are we not picking any of them up? I know Salt Lake City has to have a decent enough radar. I guess we're locked on something, so we're going to go ahead and fire. I don't know how we're locked on anything. But we're going to spot so we don't shoot all of our ammo. Yeah, and Salt Lake City is just getting absolutely pummeled already. And we still don't have a contact. There we go. There's something. I don't even see their heavy cruiser. I have no idea where it's at. Alright, we are going to let's go ahead, stop firing, start firing at ship 5. We are getting completely pummeled from ships we can't even see still. There we go. There's some more. Destroyer. Not worried about those. Not worried about. I need those light cruisers to pop up. We've already started a fire on. This is a Hosho class light carrier. Haven't seen one of these before. We have already started a fire, which is very good. Keep an eye out on our secondary guns here. We need to do as much damage as we can to this Hosho class, and then we need to focus on the light cruisers. I'm guessing those are what are giving us all the trouble. We're gonna let this fire go for a second. This will be over. We're starting to get red everywhere. We're already working on them. Both funnels not looking too good. We need to get them repaired. This fire handle. And we need to pick up these light cruisers. 2 big hits there on the Hosho. These light cruisers, though, they're at the front of the formation. They are just tearing us up. Have more water. Get off of that. Focus on the water. We are fixing the funnels. Get working on that main gun, secondary gun. We will work on this funnel soon. Get those repaired. There we go. Some big explosions. We need to start focusing on ship 8 here soon, I think. Let's see. We are well within torpedo range. Could just lob a couple up that way. Big hits, and there goes both of our funnels. I do not have good funnel luck. We are already the heavy damage. We are on fire. Taking on water. Something is just pummeling us, and I don't know what it is. We are not looking too good. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead, manual fire. What's the front of the ship here? The colored side. So, here we go. These 3 torpedoes. Manual fire. Five degrees spread. Just give them something to think about. We'll put them right up there. Torpedoes are in Hobart. Your torpedoes have good range as well. We still haven't even hit this destroyer yet. Look how close we are. You can see how close we are. And we still have yet to pick up the rest of this convoy. This is ridiculous. I mean, this light cruiser is right here. Still no sign of the heavy cruiser. Let's take a look at the report real fast. Hosho's in critical state. Ship 4, the heavy cruiser, is moderate, with no idea where she's at. We have done no damage to the rest of the convoy. Let's go ahead. We are going to lay smoke. All ships start laying smoke coverage. Let's get out of here. Now they are focusing on Jupiter. Already at heavy damage. Oh, and that is not good. Rudder is on fire. We need to get some of this flooding handled. We're probably going to lose Jupiter here. Oh, and now, as we're breaking, we finally pick up the farther light cruiser. We still haven't picked up the close one. Salt Lake City is continuing to fire. We're going to go narrow spreads. Try and sink this carrier at least. Well, it looks like they are turning to give chase to us now, which is an interesting strategy. We do have torpedoes heading right for them, so hopefully they just drive straight into them. That would be ideal. Jupiter has taken quite a beating. We almost have these fires put out, and we just lost contact on pretty much half the convoy again. I just want to sink this carrier, and we'll get out of here. Report is in. Hosho is sinking. That is good. That is what we want to see. Jupiter is back up and moving. Nagara is heading straight. Actually, a lot. Oh, they are all right here. We might cause some mayhem with the torpedoes. They are already turning every which way to avoid. We are going to focus firing. Nope, not manual fire. Fire at the Nagara. AP shells. Nagara and the rest of this fleet is narrowly avoiding all of these torpedoes. I can't believe how well these worked out, actually. Went ahead and got out. They were taking some pot shots at us. They started hitting Enterprise a little bit for some minor damage in that, but they were taking pot shots at us. We couldn't see them, and yet they were still firing. Went ahead and got out. We did manage to do not critical, but decent damage to this heavy cruiser. We sunk the Hosho, and Task Force 17 was just severely outgunned. We get 3 command points, 7.5 tons, 7,500 tons sent to the bottom. We were just completely outgunned. There was nothing we could do when our radars aren't picking them up. We're going to retreat to Port Moresby for now, and just try and we'll have to wait for 22 to come back before we can break out with these guys. We're going to get Thresher moved back down here. We are going to protect this little area right there. That works. Let's go ahead. We're going to get these dropped off, and then we will probably call it an episode here. Let's go ahead, manage cargo. Up to 6,000 troops. Almost 7,000 and 10,000 supply. That should be enough to turn this battle around into our favor. We are going to rush back to Midway. And just like that, it is nighttime. We are slipping away. Let's go ahead. I don't want Task Force 17 that close, so we normally get hit by air. Go ahead and just patrol out around there. We're beat up and battered with them. Now let's take a look at Tarawa, and we do have the lead on Tarawa now. The tide of the fight is on our side. They still get the defensive bonus, so there's a chance we'll need more. But we have both of our convoys racing back. These guys just arrived at Midway. We can get them moving somewhere as well. Wake Island is looking good. And to cap off this episode, it is day 60. So we are going to take a look at all of our stuff. We only made it one day. All of this happened in one day. So a very exciting day. Renown is still one day away from being repaired. But she is heading back to the British Isles to defend the motherland. So we will have to come up with a different strategy for Renown. She will not be returning for the time being. Let's go ahead and hop into the losses here. I don't exactly remember what they were from day 30. 9 ships seems a little steep. I think we were, well, yes, let's see. I think we were at 5 last time, I believe. So Jervis, Canberra, Arcturus, and the Centaur are all new, I'm going to guess. That sounds about right. So we've lost 9 ships, 44,000 tons, and I believe we've gone up about 50 aircraft. I believe we were at around 70 or 80 last time we checked. I need to keep better track of those, actually. So these are a little more informative on the last 30 days, but that's what we're looking like right now. Let's go ahead and take a look at enemy losses. We did just add a sub, which is good, and their list is quite long, it looks like. So let's take a look. We added a sub. I know we had these merchant ships all on the same day. That was a great time. We have these 2 merchant ships from this episode and this Hosho light carrier. So 26 ships sunk and 162,000 tons versus our 9 and 44,000. We are looking pretty good. And in terms of planes, they are plus 52 on us now. So we have taken command of the skies for the time being as well. I think that's where we're going to leave this episode off. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to episode 12. We officially have hit a dozen episodes. Quite the milestone. And I appreciate every one of you guys that has decided to tune in and watch. It has been a ton of fun. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.